Okay, this is Jacob Schmidt with DeerHuntingSchool.com. I'm looking at a piece of property here for someone that had sent me an email or whatever. Um, were asking me if I wouldn't mind looking at a piece of property as a problem property, trying to figure out the deer. Justin, I'm going to tell you the truth about this. I'm going to give you some tips that may help you, but you may not like hearing what you're going to hear. But I do think there's a little hope for this property if you can get a few things to come together, or you can kind of ease out on your own just a little bit and start hunting this. First thing I see, and I know in your email you said it seems like you think that y'all may be hunting it at the wrong time, hunting the worst spots during the rut or whatever. I really think what's going on, because I'm going to cruise over here to Google Earth just for a brief second and show you how I measure this out and look at this property. So let's ease over here to Google Earth just real quick. Okay, here we go. We're on Google Earth, and what I've done is I measured 1,500 foot, which brought up about 90 acres in my calculator, my acreage calculator. Brought up about 90 acres, and all you are hunting in this 90 acres, and you said at you hunted a few days in bow season or whatever, and y'all have this property here, and no one's hunting it. It's a sanctuary or whatever. We're going to get into that in just a second, but I think what's really happening is there's too much hunting pressure on this one small patch, and I'm fixing to show you that in just a second. I mean, like I said, Justin, you may not like what you hear, but I am going to give you some few tips. Anybody else that's watching this video that has a similar situation, you may learn something from this, guys. So really watch this, and Justin, you may learn something here. What you've got some good things going for the property, but the problem is you've got so many people hunting it in such a small acre. I mean, really, this patch you're hunting is smaller than 90 acres because you have the road. You have the road here, so you're probably looking at more like 80 acres. And if you've got 5 people hunting 80 acres, even 2 people hunting 80 acres is pushing it. It's pretty tough because you're leaving so much human scent behind. So what you can do, you've got a couple options. One is if you can get with everybody and say, "Hey guys, let's sporadically hunt this and let's hunt it right." Okay, you've got to get your timing down, and I have a course on timing mature timing and hunting mature pressured bucks. Okay. And getting that down is going to be key. And when you have a small property like this, you've really got to be there only when it's the best time to hunt it. Now there is some other options that you have if you can't do that. Okay, but if you can get everybody to agree with you and say, "Hey, let's not hunt it except for the best time," what you've got going, you've got these food plots. If you can get everybody to stay off the property and let these food plots do their work, what you've got, because the food plots will actually, draw in deer from these neighboring properties to your property, especially if you stop the hunting pressure and allow the does to come in and feed in these food plots as they come from neighboring properties. Allow them to come in and feed in these food plots and feel safe, and then bam, you hit it at the mid part of the pre-rut. And when I say pre-rut, I'm talking about really the 2 weeks, about 2 weeks before the actual breeding starts. That's what I call the pre-rut. And I'm not going to get into the argument here of how other people believe it or not, or whatever. You can get one of my courses, especially timing. I talk about it really in timing and hunting mature pressured bucks. But you want to let these food plots do their work, and then at the right time, is you got a lot of does on this property. If you can get everybody to do this, it's probably going to be tough, probably not feasible, but I'm giving you the idea. And I have a couple other suggestions that's going to help if you can't. Okay, so if you get everybody to do this, you've got all these does coming in and feeding on your property. Okay, well, naturally, if you have a lot of does on your property and they feel safe, and then you guys hit it at just the right time, these does are in here. You're going to have bucks in here looking for these does. and you're going to start getting them trail camera pictures of them bucks if you've got the does, and these does are safe. You're going to start getting them trail camera pictures. You get in there, hunt it, and hunt it good and hard, and then you guys are going to start killing some bucks, some good bucks. The other reason for that is in bow season, if you're wanting to buck hunt this, and you don't have a for sure, because this property is small. Hey, I know for sure there's a mature buck on here that I want to kill. There's no reason to even hunt it. Just leave it alone. Let the fluke plots do their job. Go hunt you some public land somewhere. Go find you, somewhere where there is, some big rub lines, something, And I keep going back to timing and hunting pressured mature bucks, because that is a very good course on stuff like this. But because if you don't get the timing right hunting this, that's where you're going to have a difficult time on that. So what I just suggest is probably not feasible. I doubt, especially if these people are paying, they're probably not going to do that. They're probably going to say, heck with it, I'm paying here, I'm going to hunt when I want. So your other option, Justin, and this kind of may seem rude, but what you have now, if this is a sanctuary and y'all have declared it a sanctuary as a club, by all means leave it a sanctuary and don't go in there. But if no one is hunting this in your club or your family or whatever this is if it's whatever kind of group it is, if no one is hunting this area over here and you are allowed to, by all means get over there. Get over there. Let everybody else hunt this. Get over there and learn to keep some secrets. Hey, did you see here? No, I seen a button buck. I seen a spike. Nothing impressive. That's it. And did you see? Don't tell anything. I mean, don't have to lie. Okay. You seen 5 does? Somebody says you seen deer. Well, yeah, I seen a doe. That's not. I mean, you don't have to give the whole truth. You did see a doe. You're not lying. Okay. You seen any bucks? Oh, if you seen 5 bucks, well, tell them about the smallest one you seen. If you don't want to lie, just don't give any information out. Get over there. The other thing I would get in here back as far as I can, maybe up in this area here. I'm going to make a bigger start. Up in this area here somewhere. I would get back in here, get me a stand set up. Now you're going to have to do a little scouting. I would see where these deer are crossing this river or creek, because they're going to cross somewhere. Or what I would do is in the back edge of your property line, which I think is, let me draw a line, which I think is down in here, maybe down in here. It's like down in here somewhere. The back edge of that property line, I would definitely be scouting that, and then along this river or creek, whatever it is, I would definitely be scouting it to find the escape routes of these deer, because what's going on is as 5 guys takes into this little property, no matter which direction the wind's blowing, we're just going to say someone's hunting here. There's a scent cone going. We're going to say it's coming out of the east, okay? There's a scent cone going. Let me change colors. There's a scent cone that's coming out into the woods like that there, okay? And so there's someone hunting there. We're going to say, let's just say, someone's hunting your stand here. Oh, my stupid mouse hit something. Okay, you've got a scent cone that's going through here, okay? And then let's just say someone's hunting this stand here. You've got a scent cone here, okay? That's this spreading down through there. That's just 3 people hunting it. Look at all the scent that's going through there. That's not counting a scent trail. If this is the way you are walking or whatever, okay, that's not counting that. Now, any wind direction that you have with that many people hunting it, there's no way that a deer is on that property that's not going to smell a human. It's impossible. And that deer is going to get gone. It's going to get off there. It's going to go somewhere that's safe. Okay. So what you do is get you a stand or 2 set up back in here on these escape routes. Figure out where these deer are crossing this river and this creek. Get in there before everybody gets there. You're going to have to kind of hunt alone. And that hunting for mature bucks, when you're hunting around a lot of people and at deer camp and stuff, Usually it's that guy. If you've ever been in a big deer camps, there'll be one or two guys, usually only one, and sometimes not even that. But they'll, if you have a big enough deer camp, there'll be that one guy that always kills some good bucks every year, and he does it all the time. He is almost always this loner type of guy. He almost always, and I mean almost always, and I mean 99.99% of the time, he is that guy that leaves out way before everybody else. He's that guy that comes back in after everybody else. A lot of times people see him as being a jerk, stuck up. It's not really the thing. Usually it's not really the case if you get to talking to the guy. He's very smart deer hunter, and he's usually very willing. A lot of times they're really willing to share with you some of the tips and things that they actually know that does that. But the thing is most people see them as jerks or stuck up, or hey, he's the guy that always kills a big buck and he's got a big head, stuff like that. And that's not really the case. He's just a deer hunter, and he knows that, hey, he's got to use all these other guys, and he's got to get out past them, and he's got to use them for his advantage and stuff like that. He knows that, and everybody sees him and perceives him in a bad way, and that's not really the case. But in reality, if you're going to buck hunt and you're going to buck hunt around a group of guys, you really kind of have to be a loner. Get out, get up earlier than everybody else. Get out to your stand earlier. Stay on your stand when everybody else is not there. If you're getting back in here in these escape routes, it could be here. It could be back in here. This island stand looks like a decent stand. It could be in here. These escape routes, wherever, where these deer are going to, and you'll have to do some scouting to find them, but these deer are going to be pushed off of here. Get out there, because most of them, I'm almost sure, because the way most people hunt, they're going to come in right at daylight. They're going to get to their stand. A lot of times it's already cracking daylight. They get to their deer stand. What they're going to do is they're going to push these deer deeper into the woods. They're going to push these deer into these areas. Get out there earlier and stay a lot later. A lot of times hunt get out there well before daylight and hunt a lot longer. And when everybody comes back in, these deer will relax and they'll start coming in and using this area a little bit. They'll come in, scent check for any does and stuff that may be using the food plots, stuff like that. If you're on them stands and you're on these escape routes that these deer are using, and them routes that they're using to come back in, and they see as they scent check and stuff, they know when nobody's there. I can guarantee you on 90 acres, a deer can smell a human from one side of the property to the other. I promise you that, with the right wind direction and stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video here, Justin. I know it may not be exactly what you wanted to hear by me telling you that y'all are over hunting the property, but it's just the way it is. Now you can kind of be a standalone. If you want to be buddy, with everybody, how you're going. And I'll be honest with you, you're probably blowing smoke by trying it. But you can try it if you want. Try to get everybody to go with you. I very seriously doubt you're going to get the cooperation. Be that, if you want the bucks and you want to really kill the bucks, and this is the only place you have, be that standalone hunter. Get over here in this sanctuary if it's allowed. If against y'all's rules, don't do it. Leave it as a sanctuary. But get over here. And I'm not saying where this blue X is by that. Get over here, do some scouting, find you a couple little spots. Keep some secrets. Get out here deeper. Keep some secrets. I know you may not want to do that, because a lot of times if you're there, especially for social, a lot of people are there deer hunt camp and things for socialize and stuff. It's not really the best way to hunt. That's one reason I hunt by myself or just strictly with my wife and kids. If not, I hunt by myself, because if I'm hunting with someone else and they're leaving scent and stuff like that, it just doesn't work. But use these other guys, and that's the way I do. I'll be honest with you, I use other people. I'm very friendly in the woods. I'll talk to other deer hunters. I love talking to other deer hunters, find out what they see, which direction the deer were moving, things like that. They always tell me where the doe groups are, where they're feeding, and I figure it out with them, and it's just free scouting. So it's always good to be kind. You can socialize with people. You don't have to necessarily be that standalone hunter. But you know, the problem is in a small area like this, if you talk too much, everybody's going to figure out what you're doing. Then what you're going to have is you're going to have everybody hunting back on this back edge on you, and you're not going to have nowhere, and then you're going to have everybody hunting over here with you. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Anybody that watched it, guys, I always recommend my online courses. Put them together for specific reasons. Anybody that watched this, I hope you guys enjoyed it and understand this. Guys, you can use this tactic in public land. That's where I use it all the time. I use other hunters to my advantage. I figure out where they're hunting. I talk to them. I talk to them, find out where the deer are coming from, going. I tell them, hey, yeah, I seen deer, blah, 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 blah. They say, where are you hunting? I'm something way back in the woods. And that's all I say. Way back in the woods. And that's it. And, I don't tell them, I try to keep as much as possible, but I'll talk to them and I'll tell them, yeah, I seen a nice buck here, seen some does, stuff like that. On a small property like this, I wouldn't recommend it, because they're going to be able to find out where you hunt easily. On public land and stuff, guys, if you're deep enough in the woods, don't tell them where you're hunting. Just say way back in the woods or whatever you want to say. And but be friendly with other hunters, and you'll find out a lot of information on public land. But Justin, if your stake, I think you probably got a few pointers. Probably not exactly what you wanted to hear, but I think if you can take it and use it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope everyone else enjoyed the video, guys. This is Jacob Schmidt with DeerHuntingSchool.com. Check out DeerHuntingSchool.com for more information and tips and things like that on deer hunting. I always have my online courses, and I have some other things that'll be coming out here near and in the future. So keep checking it out, guys. Like I said, this is Jacob Schmidt. Have a good day, and bye-bye.